So there's a few messages I want to communicate and go through. The first is I am now offering my intuitive readings again. The link for all of that is in my bio. And if you're interested, the description is there for what to expect. And the payment, the testimonials, it is all there and accessible. It is through Zoom, it is online. I'm going to open up my Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays and have 2 slots available for you to book in if it resonates with you. And ultimately, I go through energetically all of your bodies and see where your energy is at, where there are blocks or things that are out of alignment, and essentially bring them to your awareness that you can choose to do or do not do anything with that. Okay, the other part is this energy, it is so heavy. I'm going to take a second and take a breath before we dive in because it's essentially a lot of generational trauma, and there's like a shift in the timeline right now. Oh, yes, I'm getting goosebumps. And it's basically moving out of fight or flight, moving out of the reptilian brain and the survival instincts we have been genetically programmed through generation after generation. This is literally the opportunity to, like, how I see it is like you take out a chunk, a strand of the DNA, and you now put in what you actually desire. And in order to do so, it's created from higher sources of energy, which is not the fight or flight or fear or survival. It's knowing, love, gratitude, safety, all of the higher feelings that we're installing right now, which I call light codes. There are light codes coming in right now to download this energy into your body, to embody it, to be it, to believe in it, and put it into action, put it into practice, and therefore create it, because that belief system is what will essentially generate the mindset and the action required to show up as you are and receive these energies to create moment to moment to moment. It's literally a different reality we're shifting into, and it blows my mind. I'm here for all of it though. Okay. Oh, 1 second here, let's dive in. I invite you to take a deep breath in. Okay. Since we're already talking about the programs and the light codes and the energy, we'll just start there. What I have been feeling is that the experiences that have been coming into reality the last 3 weeks until present have been to help us shift out of the generational trauma, shift out of the trauma we received through family and the collective. So there is this massive shift in letting go of this energy. And in order for this energy to be let go of, it needs to be triggered. It needs to be re-experienced, which floods the nervous system, floods the reaction, floods the fight or flight, in order for you to process it. And having the environment and the support to receive it and actually neutralize it in the moment, letting it go. So if you've been having experiences that have bringing up heavy emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, all of it, any wounds that you have experienced through your family, through the collective, through generations, there is a healing that is taking place right now. And it's through these reactions that it is healing. It feels like the nervous system is really connected to this, so you'll know that this is happening through your breathing and your reaction, the shaking, the leaving, the flying, whatever your responses to these heavy energies that the body is storing. It seems like it's coming up right now to release, like I said, and ultimately create space for these higher energies that are coming in, that are equally powerful. So it makes sense that this has almost been like the grounding force. Now we don't need that and we can let go of it. We have more capacity, and now we are re-experiencing it and healing it in a lighter energy. So Okay. There's just a lot, and usually when I'm channeling and like bringing information through, I get cold and a little shaky. Um, okay, so I asked, why is this important? And ultimately, it's helping us create a new mindset and the beliefs around that mindset where there's no cognitive dissonance. We're essentially plugging into now higher energy, but also a higher source of energy that is channeling through us. It's not created in what's outside of ourselves and what we experienced or from the past. And we're plugging into a higher source to experience life and to allow that to flow. So this mindset that is now in alignment by us showing up, I asked, what is the action we need to manifest this? Like, how can we put this into action? How can we create this? And I have two things written down here that were two affirmations I received. The first one is, the security I have within myself is determined by my actions and not my results. So when I received this, how I interpreted it as, it's about the internal work that we are doing and being, and the presence we hold is enough in the beingness. We can now take that vibration, think of it like there is a bubble around you that you are plugged into your own source, your own beliefs, your own mindset. There is a conscious awareness of higher energy and yourself that you show up in each moment and you create in each moment. You can embody higher energies in each moment, and it is essentially a choice and a commitment to this mindset. And when energies or emotions come up, you can process them and still authentically experience them in the moment. It's not bypassing anything. You are just aware that there is a higher reality to create your experience from, and you have that ability to start creating it in the present moment, where a lot of these energies that have been cleared this past like 3 weeks, the generational trauma I was talking about, is the past. It has been passed down to us. It is a mindset that has been passed down to us. It is the emotions and the response and the programming that has been passed down. We are now able to break that with the present moment and with this higher energy. Okay, I guess we'll dive right in there. How I was receiving that was that this timeline is shifting. What do I mean by that? This energy that we are creating and co-creating with is from a future consciousness. It is from a future timeline. And essentially, it's like we are in the past, creating in the present moment to heal a timeline, to heal a collective mindset, to create, oh, it's so crazy, that future timeline we're actually connecting to right now. It is possible, it has already been done, or we can stay in this current presented reality. So there's no escaping, you're not leaving. It's just two realities simultaneously being created at the same time from two different sources of energy. One is essentially love and higher energy. The other is fear and stagnation. It's more ego-based. The other is like spirit-based. What this is allowing in this higher timeline, through these vibrations of love and the umbrella of all that is, we are able to not only create those energy centers within ourselves, but this is creator energy. This is what I would call faith or hope or God, source, whatever you may. It's like we're being handed all of the resources we need within ourselves to create our own reality, to have the responsibility and accountability to manifest the non-physical into the physical. And we're being gifted these higher energies to create from, to expand our minds with, and to expand our reality with. Having the capacity to do that And in order for that, that's why all this energy is being shifted and being cleared. And that's why it's on like a huge collective level right now. Because this other reality is right there. This future consciousness is a part of us. It is us. With this space we have to receive, it's like we've upgraded a computer or phone or whatever, it has more storage. With the relationship of our ego and all of the lower energies that we cannot get away from. It is a part of us, but there is a relationship and maturity to show up. We are able to receive, this is what I call downloads, or like what I'm doing, channeling, like we're able to receive higher energy that we can now digest and channel through us as information. That's in the form of visuals, knowingness, hearing, seeing, smelling, whatever it is for you. It shows up in our reality. It shows us that we're in alignment. It helps with the next step. For example, wearing these earrings today. I was like, oh, where did I put my mushroom earrings? I immediately got a visual of my left dresser, the handle, and I was like, okay, I know exactly where they are, and lo and behold, they were. So we're able to instantly manifest, instantly receive, connect to an unknown source of energy to create and co-create with that knows. It's here to assist us and help us. It's a part of us. When we get out of our own way and we take a leap of faith and we don't know, the control is gone, and that allows the flow to happen. And the more, what's the right word here? The more space that we have from understanding ourselves, through spirit, through others, the more capacity we have to receive. This is a different language. This is like light language. Oh, it's true, light codes. Like, this is where we're able to, that's so cool, uniquely express ourselves in the most psychic way, in the most spirit way. It's individual for everyone. Everyone receives information differently, and everyone is connected to not only this same source of energy, but also this is like multidimensional and I don't even know what that word is, like multiple planets, multiple solar systems. It's like we're all connected into different sources of consciousness that all have their own information and almost like expertise. So we get to bring that here on Earth and share that with one another if we're open to receive that. Like, that is essentially like a planet that is being co-created from multiple dimensions and multiple planetary consciousness, multiple beings we're connected to. Like, that is mind-blowing. I feel like if that were to all manifest right now, we would literally just explode. Like, our human body would just phase out. Like, I don't even know. But it's possible, and it starts with opening that energy up, which is us, to receive and create from. Okay. Yeah, creator energy. That was actually pretty much it. The other thing I was receiving, it was just like a funny word, and it was like talking about like energetic narcissism and like drunk on illusion, how we're literally so powerful that we not only create our own reality, but we like believe it to the point where like we create identities, and then we like fight to keep that identity, to keep that version of us. There's so much resistance there, and that's why it takes like little micro doses to take off one layer at a time and receiving what essentially you are capable of handling in order to create a new version of yourself. And this version is absolutely possible. And it's actually not even created from you. It's like co-created in a sense. But again, it's a choice. And this is just what I've been receiving and feeling, and how I interpret this energy is that it is already here. It's just a matter of, from this moment on, showing up in a different way, and really paying attention to what reality is mirroring back to you, what is or is not working, and the experiences you're having and what they are teaching you. It's like such a massive time for awareness to shift your consciousness, to become consciously aware of what is happening for what needs to be shifted. Not necessarily changed, shifted, felt, let go, digested in your own way. I want to, yeah, okay. That's it for now. Please, I would love to know if you have been feeling this too, and what your experience has been with this energy, because it's just like incredibly powerful. And I can't be the only one that's been experiencing this. So I love you. Thank you. Thank you for watching this, resonating with it, and responding to it. I really appreciate this and what we're creating.